Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I can see things working, so I think it works. Ta-da! Oh, wow. All right. Saturday night. What are we gonna do? I've got a game loaded up. If you are watching this, oh, excuse me. If you are watching this, you can say something in chat. It should be unlocked, I think. Somebody's here. Arjack. Cool. We are at the game screen. So, I've been playing this game way too much. And the base game, I don't know, there's like so many people that do streams on YouTube of the base game, and like they have like a really perfect method for doing it. I've played this game for like 600 hours and I still stink at it. I'm not that good. I'm really not. So, but I do know a few things. There's some mods that I actually like in the game. This one, I don't think many people have actually played this mod through. So it's kind of like a double whammy. I'm going to start over fresh. The base game still starts out pretty much the same as this modded version that I'm going to show. You still have the same goals. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I'm not going to really explain much about the mods yet. That'll come later. So I'm just going to start with default settings. The one thing I want to change though, I just want to take cliffs out because they're just kind of an annoyance in the game. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. So default terrain settings, change that to no cliffs. And let's get started. First things first, I have started out on a new planet. I have a little mini map up here showing me where my stuff is, but I can also zoom in and out. I have a little lake, and there's actually fish inside. That's cool. Some trees. Oh, look at that. This is iron ore. So I can mine that by hand. Takes forever. I'm not going to even try. I can see on my mini map up here. I think you can, yeah, you can see my cursor. So I'm going to head down here because it says I have coal. Now you need coal, and that is what that is. There's another iron ore patch that I just walked by, but this is coal. Now coal is really important in the beginning of the game, and they give you a couple things. So this is a burner miner. First things first, and instead of mining by hand, I can actually fashion some tools. So let's go ahead and fashion iron axe. I was also granted a couple iron plates. That's how I made the pickaxe there. So let me go ahead and get started by harvesting some coal. One thing about this game is that it starts out pretty slow. And I don't even know how far I'm going to get tonight. Even in like a couple hours, I probably won't even have much of a starter base. But there's a lot of things I can show along the way. Also, those trees I walked by, trees are also a resource. You do need wood in this game. And in fact, the mod that I'm playing with, wood is kind of like one of your great resources that you can produce because you can make greenhouses. But we'll see that later. Here's a tree, so I'm just going to cut this down with my axe. I got 5 wood from that. Get some more here. And I'm going to need quite a bit, so there's no harm in just cutting through some of these trees. It would have been nice to place a chest while that coal was being drilled, because once it collects one, it's going to stop. So I'm going to go ahead and craft one iron chest, or sorry, wooden chest now. Go back to my coal. See, it just, you can't probably see that very, you can see it kind of spit it out right here. Now I can pick it up and it'll drill one more and spit it out there, and it'll stop when it, yep, it just stopped again. So I picked one up. It's going to keep doing that. But if I put a chest here, boom. And this is the inventory for the chest, and it's already got one. I can also put fuel in here. So this is called a burner miner. Burner miners require coal or wood or some kind of fuel to actually drill. They're super inefficient, but in the beginning of the game, it's like you need it. It's the only way to go. You don't have electricity yet. I don't have electricity yet. So that's kind of a problem. But I can still get by with just my coal and my one drill for now. I'm going to cut this in half, take some of it. And I think what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need some iron for sure, because I can't make more iron drills. They only gave me one. They did give me this furnace guy, which that's pretty cool, right? Ooh, I got a furnace. But I need to fuel it first, so I put my coal in there. And I need something to burn it, or to smelt. So let's go ahead and get some iron real quick. Question, can you plant trees? That is not in the game by default, but that is one of the mods that I have installed. I love the fact that, okay, so just to give you an overview of this game while these are cooking, because it does, there's a lot of waiting in this game too, besides just like manually digging through stuff. Okay, in the base game, you are building a massive factory. The goal is to get to space, and it's a really dirty process. You have to refine oil, you have to burn a lot of coal for fuel, for you can actually make fuel from coal, like solid fuel. You machine parts, and everything has pollution. Even, well, especially mining. Mining is a super dirty process, and it is very heavy polluting. So, I can show that real quick. So this is the area that I've kind of explored so far. It kind of shows you like how big my patches are. I have a lot of iron. This is kind of a lot for like a starter area. But this is usually how the game starts out. They give you some basic iron, coal, copper, and some water. And they actually gave me, wow, that is a lot of oil too. I did not expect that. Another thing, though, is I can zoom in on the map here. I have pollution toggled. Now, this is pollution. This, you can barely see, I don't know how it looks on your side, but you can barely see this reddish part. That is pollution. Now, I only have one drill right now, one burner drill, and it's burning. And this, of course, this smelting furnace here, that's also producing pollution as well. But it is actually less dirty than the drill, I believe. But all that pollution, now I'm on an alien planet, right? And of course, to kind of have some balance in the game, like you don't just have a free-for-all, there are these things called biters. And I'm going to encounter them eventually. Usually in your starting area, you're pretty safe until you can develop a military. So that's another step in your way to space, is you also need to make like rockets, you need to make tanks, turrets, you can make laser turrets. It's all to protect you because you're polluting. Well, and again with this mod, I can decrease my pollution, at least that's the goal, by planting like air filters or even forest, but that's, forests don't actually filter as well. It's better just to use they look like parks, and they require special things as well. Ooh, I don't see, let me see if it's BioIndustries. Okay, yeah, it's not enabled yet here because I haven't unlocked it. So I have quite a few iron plates. I'm pretty sure I can make... Ooh, yes. I can make more burner drills. So the problem is this guy's harvesting all this coal. And I put some fuel in there, but then I took some out because I wanted to go smelt some stuff. Um, so I can keep loading fuel in there. And it will get more fuel, more coal out of here than it consumes. But there's another way to do this that's kind of easier in my opinion. You can turn their outputs so that they're outputting into their neighbor, and it just gave this one some fuel. So now this one can drill and put it in here. So I don't need this anymore because it's just going to keep putting in here. And it'll keep up to a certain amount now. It's funny because when it's on the ground, you can only put one piece of coal on the ground. But apparently, you can keep stacking in here because it's going into the fuel position on the drill. So then what I can do is just go along here and boop, pick some up, and it'll keep going. It'll leave, if it's in the progress of mining, it'll just keep drilling, and the neighbor will keep drilling. So they'll just like replenish each other. But like I said, once it gets to 50, it'll actually stop because it's limited. The output is full. So just a little trick, just to collect some coal, like kind of automatically, and then I will have to come back and check that every once in a while. But now I'm pretty excited because I can make 2 more, and now I can start. I don't have to dig in the iron mines anymore. I'm just gonna do this the fun way. I'm just gonna put a couple of these guys down. Boom. And of course I can use wood as a fuel source too, but coal is obviously way more energy dense than wood is. Although wood is sustainable, it's renewable, at this point in the game it's not as easy to work with. So let's just go ahead and use some good old dirty coal. Fuel these guys up. And of course here they're going to fill the input of this smelter, and then it's just going to fill up these outputs for the iron plate. So I can just boom, pick these up. Cool, I got iron. And I will need copper as well. That's not usually as critical in the early game, but I will need some. Sometimes you can just go up to these boulders and whack at them, and they'll have, like this one's got 22 stone. Some of them actually have coal as well, but so there's these stones every once in a while that you run into, but there's also stone patches, because later in the game when you make concrete, you need a lot of that. So yeah, you wouldn't have enough stones. Like that's just not going to work. Here's a huge rock. Yeah, see this one has coal and stone. So it's actually pretty fast to get all that. Now I have a lot of coal. I can make one more drill. I can make one more furnace. I probably could make a lot more than this to go faster, but there we go. So now it's got plenty of fuel. This guy's got plenty of fuel. And copper plates. One thing though that I've noticed in my starter area on this base is that everything is pretty spread out. It seems like normally your starter base is like, your resources are more compact so you don't have to run so far. So you're going to see me running a lot, and it's just really slow in the beginning. Like I said, the game, that's just how it is. Some people find it kind of interesting though, because there's like you feel like you're racing against those biters, because they're going to come not soon now, but it will be a race eventually when I start manufacturing. When I start, see, this is another thing I'm going to have to start doing is I need electricity, because I need to do research. And I actually did this earlier because I was looking to see if my mod was in fact enabled, and it is. The very first thing you need to research is called automation. Now I can make things. Oh, Sorry, I didn't. I just realized there's something in the chat there. So yeah, the resources are not infinite. If you look where I hover on the amount, this little square that I'm highlighted here, the yellow, has 1,540. So this whole patch, it's got like probably over 100,000. So this patch, yeah, it's got 849,000. This patch here seems like a lot. Again, that's not really yet. In the beginning, it's definitely a lot. It's going to get me my starter base, and then like I said, there was one over here that had 1.8 million. So yeah, eventually, those drills will leave a hole right there. Like they'll drill everything that's there. In fact, just like I had here, the amount when I hover over this, when you hover over the drill, it actually has your expected resources, and this one's got 2.6 thousand. So yeah, 2,600 in this spot. So I just pick up some plates out of there. I probably should have grabbed some copper when I was up here. There's a couple trees. It's funny because a lot of people that play this game get annoyed by trees. And I understand, because when you're building, like, they're kind of a nuisance. They get in your way. You're trying to make a belt go through a forest, or a train track through a forest. Oh, by the way, there's trains in this game, which is really cool. Yeah, and you run into a forest, and it's like, just gotta destroy all these trees. Some people burn them. Some people blow them up with grenades. Some people shoot them with a gun. That's actually, I think, oh, okay, I don't know how to do that. But yeah, I think you can shoot them. But yeah, you can chop them down. You can destroy them. I like to at least harvest them so I can use the wood. But again, that's kind of like probably not what most people do, because they don't use this mod. Like I said, I just haven't seen many people use it. Let's do... Okay, so now I have some stuff. I can do... Oh yeah, I can build everything I need now. So research is done in a lab, and you need resource packs to do research. So to do automation, it's telling me I need to research... I need 10 of these red science packs to get my assembly machines, these long-handed inserters, these things. We'll talk about that. But to have a lab, I'll go ahead and make one, because I'm going to need it anyway. Oh, I'm actually crafting it right now. Sorry. Forgot I clicked that. It does take a while to handcraft things. That's what it's called, is handcrafting. So here's a lab. And it needs electricity. That is the only way to do research. You have to have electricity. And in order to make electricity in the beginning, it's kind of like how we made electricity in the beginning as well. We use steam engines. Not the most efficient way, but when you have limited resources, I have low technology. I can pump water into a boiler, heat it up with coal, and produce steam. And the steam engines drive a turbine that produces electricity. Pretty cool. So I'm just going to put my pump here. I'm going to put a boiler here. And that's the boiler. And then this is the steam engine. Boom. Now it's got water, but it needs fuel. Everything needs fuel. I like to do it. In the beginning, I just like to kind of do things by hand. Because there's no point in like setting up belts and everything, because it takes so long to handcraft everything. It's actually easier just to load everything by hand. I'm going to go ahead and make a burner inserter. So yeah, I could go back and forth and just keep loading this thing up, but that's going to take too long. I mean, it'll fill up to 50, but even that will go eventually. But if I put these burner inserters down, they run off of fuel as well, so I can put wood or coal in there, and now it'll load the boiler from that chest. Another thing I did was crafted a little power pole, and I only need this one here. I mean, you can string these guys up to make electrical grids, but I don't really need that yet. I have my lab, and it is powered. And this isn't really running right now because there's no demand for electricity. But what I'm going to need to do, I want to research automation. I know I need that. So let's go ahead and start it. Nothing's happening because I need to load science packs. And I needed 10 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and handcraft 10 of these. There's no other way around it. And you can see it's going to take a while. So I think in the meantime, well, let's get one of these in here. So it takes 10 seconds to go through this. And it's going down. So I'm actually, okay, I can craft faster than it'll research, so I might as well just stay here, I guess. And you can see the steam engine is producing a little steam. The boiler is producing a little smoke. Steam engines I don't think they pollute because it's just steam. Yeah, it's the boilers that are producing all the pollution. Yeah, and you can see on the right-hand side, 27.69 pollution. It's only 50% efficient, which is funny because that's actually really efficient for a boiler. And let's go ahead and finish the research since I had the 5 science packs. But in the meantime, I'm going to go grab, since I have 50 seconds, I'm going to grab some copper. Ooh, you know what? I gave him all my coal. It's alright, I got to empty that coal anyway. It's probably full. Probably wouldn't hurt either to... Cat's freaking out. Yep, yeah, they're full. Probably wouldn't hurt to make more drills. It certainly doesn't hurt to expand this a little bit, because I know I'm going to need a lot of coal. You're thinking, oh, that means my research is done, and usually a good one to get is going to be logistics. This allows me to do some things with my belts, like split them, go underground. I've got a fast one. I've got a large chest. This is part of the mod. Now I can start it. Of course, it's not going to do anything because I don't have the science packs. But there is a way to kind of automate that. Kind of. Let's see. I don't want to give up all my coal here, but I know they need them. Let's get that in there. I can probably take half that. Now that I have automation, I can make an assembler. That's some people call them factories. I think that's kind of a weird way to say it. Let's just give it all of it. I can just keep going. I'm going to have a lot of copper probably, so I guess one furnace was enough to automate this. So in order to make red science packs, you need, it shows the recipe, in 5 seconds, you can make 1 science pack in 5 seconds, and it's going to take 1 copper plate and 1 iron gear wheel. I'm not going to make a bunch of iron gear wheels to feed in here. But what I can do is make this assembling machine. Now I am handcrafting some stuff to make the assembly machine. Unfortunately, I can't automate the assembly of assembly machines yet. Again, I can later. This is still the beginning. So, first things first. Let's get my factory, or assembler. And this one can make the science packs. And it's going to have 2 inputs. I'm going to do something here. So this one can take science packs and put them into the lab. But I don't want to make gears to put in here. But I can certainly I can certainly put the copper plates that it needs in here and then set this up like so. Oops. I need some of those. I need more of these. So of course there's always, like, you, seems like you're always forgetting something. Oh, I need to make this, now I need to make this. It happens. So it can load the copper plates, but it needs the gear wheels. So how am I going to make gear wheels? I need to automate that too. So let's go ahead and make gear wheels here, and then make an input for gear wheels here, which takes iron. Now I almost have everything I need. There we go. So it looks kind of silly. Whoops. But basically, I'm going to be kind of going back and forth for a little bit, filling up these chests from my furnaces. Over here is the copper, and down here is the iron plates. So it's quite a journey in the beginning. Like I said, usually you don't have to walk this much. I mean, I could move the iron plates up there, I guess, on the left side, but I already have to go get my coal down here, so it's not that bad, I guess. Let's pick up my iron. And now I'm going to have a lot of coal. Yep, these are already full. So that's, yeah, this is 300. And yeah, they run out of fuel sometimes when you do that, but the neighbor will fill it up eventually. As long as one of them has fuel, the whole array will get filled up. Pretty cool. Come by and get these again. Just got 14 iron plates. Cool. And if I want, I mean, I can just fill this up because I have more than enough coal now, which is cool. This initial setup too is kind of not smart. I mean, I could have moved that stuff down to make more room for more boilers and stuff, but this is just the beginning. So let's give it plenty of fuel. Pretty sure it's not going to run out. If I click on my power pole, I can actually see my production is down here. Satisfaction, it's kind of a weird way to say like the maximum. I'm not going to run out of power for one lab. But of course, eventually, I mean, when I start researching more of this stuff, you need a lot of science packs, and you need different kinds of science packs. So yeah, things will get bigger and more complicated. So let's go ahead and drop some of this in here because no point in keeping it around. Can anyone hear that cat? He's been doing that lately. He just cries for some reason. Or meows. It's probably not correct to say he's crying. He is a cat after all. I guess probably wouldn't be any harm in increasing my iron plate and copper plate production at this point. Oh, now he's going to be messing with the light. Pepper, come on. Come on. Oh, he's here. He's here. Come here. Come here. That's funny. Okay, that's something I've never seen a YouTuber playing games and like a cat comes and interrupts him. I have run out of fuel. So now when I come through here and get iron, it's going to be a lot. Same thing with the coal. And let's go ahead and make some more copper. If the aliens kill me, yeah, it's not really game over because you can respawn. But they will destroy your stuff. So usually they don't go directly for you. They go for whatever's causing the pollution. So if you have like a mining outpost that's kind of far away from your starter base, like where you're not, usually they'll go right for that and they'll just start wrecking stuff. So even if you can respawn, it's just really frustrating because now you have to go fix everything that they broke. And of course I have a gun with 10 rounds. I mean, it's not really 10 rounds. It's 10 of these firearm magazines. And I can kind of defend myself, but it's not going to get me very far. I'll be able to research more military later. And that's good. Logistics 1 is done. Okay. So, oh boy, I should have got fuel when I was down there. Why didn't I do that? Where did I put it all? I'm going to take more of this. Do a little even distribution. That'll at least get something going. Grab some of this coal. Wow, that's weird. The viewers topped out at 3 for a second. So, 5. So yeah, that was almost full. I had 295 coal from that. Ooh, I have an iron ore? I don't need that. Let's put this in here. And then let's pick up all the iron plates. Yeah. At this point, so let's see what our map looks like. Man, that is not... I mean, that's probably enough iron for the starter base, I guess. This layout is kind of odd. Oops. So this game is pretty cool because a lot of times you'll have a good idea, like a layout of how you want to build your base, and you can do what's called blueprinting. And if I did like this, which I don't, I can make a blueprint and I can give it a name and I can save it. And you're thinking like, oh, that's too easy. You can just like put it down. Well, when you put a blueprint down, it's just a ghost. It's a ghost image. So basically it's just telling me where my stuff was. Now that seems really lame. Like I still have to build all that stuff, right? Well, later in the game, you can get robots. And the robots will build this when you do this. When you blueprint stuff. Pepper. Anyway, yeah. Robots will do all the work for you. So it is actually still good in the beginning to have blueprints because you can kind of plan out better. Like there's usually a starter base that I always use that I didn't design. Someone else designed it. And I think I'm going to put that down now. So let's see. Here's my blueprints that I like. I think this one's pretty good. So this is one that somebody else made. But it's perfect because it kind of does like all of your really early research. So it's got plenty of labs. It's got the red science packs, green science packs. I mean, it even tells you like where the inserters are, where the power poles are, your belts. That's another thing I haven't done yet, which I think we're getting close to being ready for that. Actually, I think I can probably tear down what I had made here. Well, let's at least do a couple of these since I probably have Well, I had a few saved up. Still have plenty of fuel. Oh, that. So, okay. I think I'm also going to change the way this power is. Because I'm going to separate the power from, like, kind of from my base. This little thing right here. Oh, I'm running out of fuel again. Well, you know what? Now I have tons of fuel. Good. So let's go ahead and fill these guys up. And empty the iron plates, or copper plates. I should know my elements. These guys need fuel too. Ooh, I don't have enough to fill these up. What was that? Subscription? I got a notification. Huh. Did anyone else hear that? It was like a bring. Interesting. Cool. That means... Oh, no, they're not full. Huh. Oh well. That was a sub. Well, I'm pretty sure you were already subbed, Rjack. Was it one of the elusive Jackson 5? Oh, actually, that's great. So, this ghost is pretty cool because they did something to help us out to know, like, I mean, I know where stuff goes on here, but basically I want iron ore to come in on this side. So, like, on this blueprint, they included what's called a filter inserter that has the filter, like, shown on here. So, they're telling you, like, hey, bring iron ore on this side. And then this is going to be the coal. Pretty cool. And this is going to be the copper. Just so happens that I have copper here, iron down here, and I mean I have coal out here. Yeah, that's yeah, I mean they're all far. They're all pretty far from here. That should be interesting. So I think what I'm going to do though. Oh boy. Man, I really don't want to stop this now because it's like I need to have some little research going. You know what? I can do both. I can have it both ways. I'm going to take this down for now. Oh no, it's panicking. Let's just move this. I'll leave my little research starter going. And let me just, because this kind of bothered me. So let's go ahead and move this guy here. And then I can just start bringing the power. Cool. Yes. And I can move this down here, and then everyone's got power. Yay. But they don't because the boiler's not running, making steam. It's always something. Trace it back. So I'll just put a couple in there. So it's got to fuel up itself first because it actually has that fuel slot. And it lasts a while. But it'll always keep itself topped off before it like takes it into another item, which is good. So now we can produce our electricity and we can still research. That's really good. I'm just going to keep doing research then. Because these little things right here, those are lights. So at night, you kind of saw me with my little helmet, and I had a little beam. Night is kind of annoying. Not just because you can't make solar power during the nighttime, but it does make it hard to see, especially biters. So I'm going to, something I forgot to do. There we go. I like to have a green character. I don't know why I didn't even think about the default yellow. So I think the first thing I'm going to need to do, I think the first thing would probably be to make furnaces, belts, and inserters to get this going. Because if I can get this research going, this little starter base, like just a few components, like I can make these gears here, I can make a couple of these furnaces to make a couple of the red science packs, like I could just do it here and then just kind of slowly build this blueprint. So it probably makes sense to just go ahead and I think I really want gears, because to make all this stuff you need a lot of gears. The problem is that's going to take away from making them for the science pack. Kind of unfortunate. Whoa. Oh, yeah. That's because of this. Great. Now I can make lights. Of course, that's not a top priority. But this is pretty cool. So, turrets to defend myself, to help defend myself. Got military I can do. I can build walls with stone bricks. But, there is a little coal here. Did anyone see that? I didn't see it. Let's grab these. Ooh, cool. That saves some time, because to make the belts that I'm going to use, you need iron gear wheels and iron plates. But this is going to be cool. So I can do these. And then I'm just going to go here. And from here, I can do like that. Okay. So this is an underground. This is a splitter. So I haven't shown belts yet. Belts are super basic, but important. Like, yeah, maybe later in the game, people... there's kind of a debate, like belts or robots, like what's more efficient, what's faster. It's kind of a little contentious. It's kind of funny. It's an insider Factorio thing. But yeah, in the beginning it doesn't matter. Like, you don't have robots for a long time, so we're not even going to worry about it. I'm going to talk about belts. So belts are how you shuttle stuff around. So over here with the coal, I'm just loading it straight from a chest. It's not much fun. But if I wanted to, I could use inserters to move it from a miner and onto a belt, or directly onto a belt. Do I have any? I don't have any of those. I can show you with a belt what it looks like. But instead of like bringing all this stuff by hand, which later in the game, like, it's not going to be practical to do that anyway. So, ooh, I just got a bunch of iron. That's great. Yeah, see, this is already full. That's cool. But what you do later in the game is you belt things to where it needs to go. So I can do a belt like that. I can do a belt like that. I can pick up my belts. I can turn a belt. So instead of hand carting all this material, this is what I'm going to do in the future. Let's put this back so it continues to feed the other miners. Because if you take one of them out of the loop, it'll eventually get stuck, because the other one will run out of fuel. Okay, but it doesn't really matter if I can transport stuff from a burner miner, because I have to get coal to a burner miner too. So yeah, you could do some elaborate setup where you are feeding a coal or a burner miner coal on one belt and then also removing what they're drilling with another belt, but that is so much work. Definitely not practical. So what we're going to do is we're going to need to make electric mining drills. Yes, electric mining drills. Like, you'd think, oh, electric mining, like, that's got to be way less polluting. It's actually not, because it drills so much more, it produces pollution um, a lot more, and it also consumes electricity, which also produces pollution. So, yeah, there's kind of like no way around in the base game or even like this mod of getting around that pollution. You're just gonna, and actually mining is like the most polluting part of this game, so it's just something you have to deal with. um, Electric mines without like just the basic miner doesn't take that much electricity. Like, I can certainly handle it. Ooh, I forgot to start research. So I'm gonna go ahead and research the turrets, because I will need to build a defense soon. Ooh, I just got a bunch of gear wheels. I'm excited about that. Let's build a whole bunch of these. Whole bunch. And those miners gotta get going too. And I'm gonna need power poles. Yeah, in the beginning of the game, you handcraft a lot. A lot. But that's not going to be the case later on. I'm going to shuffle some of this stuff around. Let's see. Put this over here. I definitely don't need that. There we go. Okay. So since copper is... Well, you know what? I don't even want to do copper yet, because it's not a... I don't mind hand carting that stuff for now. But iron, on the other hand, I want to start taking this out with an electric drill. So let's go ahead and put a couple of these down. And, oh, power poles aren't being made yet. I don't need, let's stop. So I don't mind handcrafting these, because they're pretty fast, but if I have to make the gear wheels and then craft it, it takes too much time. So, yeah, unfortunately, you know what? I'd rather have my power poles like ASAP, because I want to get this thing going. And I can start doing the belt. One thing about this game is that is a little bit in... not, I mean, there's a lot of things that are not like real to real life or whatever, but yeah, belts don't take electricity. So if you're ever bored in the game, you can do one of these guys, and you can just infinitely spin around. You can just, and you can make it like more elaborate if you want. Just do like weird little patterns for no reason whatsoever. It's actually funny, if you ever play this game in multiplayer, you can do this to people that go AFK, and then they'll come back and their character will just be spinning around endlessly. It's kind of funny. But I need these, so I'm going to pick these up. Yeah, no electricity for that. That's kind of weird. Let's go ahead and belt this thing all the way. It doesn't really matter if I go from, like, start with those and then belt this. Ooh, actually that, yeah, I probably should have done that, because then I could have at least done some of these. Like, I could have done the automated belt production. That's alright, whatever. I've got more. And I think I have some more iron gear wheels. Oh, I don't. I'm out. Let's refill this. Great. Oh yeah, I didn't realize my research stopped too. Whoops. So some other things I'm going to need are these. I'm going to need more furnaces. 2 for now, I guess. That's good enough. Let's make some more of the inserters. Oh, I did make this inserter at least. And another thing with the blueprint is when you put the assembler down, it takes on the properties of what you're supposed to make. So in the blueprint, it also saves what's supposed to be made there. So if red science packs are supposed to be made here and I put an assembler on top, it's going to go set automatically. Otherwise, it would just be blank, and you would have to go in here and say, okay, make gear wheels. Okay, so that's it. I can put my furnaces down here. Yeah, they want fuel. They're going to need inserters. Oh, I thought I put these power poles down. Nope, I did not. But now they have power. Okay, and there is a splitter that needs to go here and underground. So sometimes when you're like later in the game, your belts get kind of crazy. You're going all over the place. You're weaving in and out, and you have to go underground. So this is what an underground does. It just literally goes underground. You can't see it anymore, and then it pops up here. You can change the direction of it, but this is where I want it to go. When I start getting stuff in here, it'll go into these furnaces, output on here. This guy's going to grab some of the iron. Yeah, it's not going to get any copper in here because this is a little advanced already, but the way the undergrounds work is this will only take half a lane. Now when I'm getting like ahead of myself. So when this outputs, it's going to output on one side of the belt. It's the far side of the belt here. Now if you look at the splitter where it comes through here, it's blocked by like the hood of that splitter. So it can only take this bottom side of the belt. This is actually like the genius of this little starter base. Like it's just really smartly made. Let me go ahead and show with the copper then. Oops, I don't have enough stone. It's always going to be something. I don't have this, I don't have that. Now I don't have fuel. These guys still don't have power. At least I can power those. And of course, once I get the electric miners going, I don't really need those burner miners anymore. So yeah, furnaces are easy to make, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a whole bunch of these because they just take stone. If they took stone brick, that would be a whole other thing. No harm in plopping some of these down. And my inserters are kind of sad because I don't have very many. There, it looks like a mess, but power poles have like, see that little blue area? That's like the area of coverage. As long as there's like one of them connected to the main power source, it'll still work. Ooh, does that need? Yes, it does. Oh well. So yeah, this. Oh, I can't make the assembler anyway. Or I don't have copper to it yet, so. Hopefully this game isn't too. Like, I know I jump around a lot. It's just, unfortunately, it's kind of like the nature of the game. Like, oh, I need to do this. No, I need to do this. Now I need to make some splitters because I want to get my coal in here because I'm not going to be able to get any of this stuff without coal. But as you can see, if I have iron plates, which I can just drop some in here, and boom. I got no problem making those iron plates. I mean, gear wheels. This guy's just waiting on. Look at that. He's happy now. Kind of. And now I don't have enough of those. But check it out. Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you for making those for me. Yeah, I feel kind of bad that I'm not playing the unmodded version, but so far everything that I have done is the same as it would be in the regular base game. There are some things that I could make right now that are not part of the base game, but everything I've done has been the same thing everyone can do with just the base game. Mods are free. The modding community is amazing for this game. They have so many different mods. So it's like, I mean, yeah, when I said I played this game for like 600 hours, 500 hours, whatever, it's because there's like endless gameplay with the mods that you can play with. So I need to get coal in here as well. This one is really far. And you know what? I'm probably going to run out of belts. That's unfortunate. I can still make more. I probably should have kept an eye on that. Let's see how far this gets me. Do I even get to the coal? Yes, I do. That's great. Of course, I still need to power these. Oops. You know what? I'm going to put it right at the edge. Now this coal patch looks really... there's not a lot here. So let's start from here. And I'm just going to walk this power line all the way back to my base. See, the problem with that like remote mining site is it is very vulnerable now. And of course I can set up my turrets now because I have them to kind of protect it, but it's just so far away. So like the moment it starts getting attacked, I have to head over there like right away to save it. It's nothing worse than like the beginning of the game, you know, you just started out and now you have to go fix things because the biter has destroyed it. I may be an environmentalist in this game, but I am a bit of a speciesist. Speciesist? Oh, cool. It's got power. Let's, oh no, I can't see it. Okay. But rest assured, there's power, and let's see if, look at that, look at that. Iron ore, it's on the belt. Oh, yes. But, more importantly, we also needed fuel. Is there any of that? There's coal too. Of course there's coal. Yes. And this is what I was talking about. See, it's outputting from the miner. Every time it goes back and forth here, it's plopping one down on one side. It's only going to one side. But hey, it's working. You know what? Since I'm here, like, I don't want to have to walk out here for a little while at least. Let's go ahead and put just... Ooh, you know what? Do I have power poles? Do I have this? Do I have that? Oh no, I forgot that. No. I gotta make these too. Story of my life. Story of this game. These, so the burner miners only mine the area that's underneath them, but these miners can take out one square around them. So you can kind of like mine a bigger area. Let's put maybe one more here. Okay. Now we've got it on both sides. And you know, the reason I did that was because, oh, you know what? The reason I did that was because I know that coal's going to be kind of limited. And are there better power poles? Absolutely. That's exactly what this game is about. There's better everything. So yeah, is there a better furnace? Yes. Is there a better inserter? Yes. Are there better belts? Yes. Everything gets better in this game. So it's kind of like, you know, you're limited in the beginning, like, oh, I can build some ammo, I can build a little furnace, you know, I can have a little power plant, and, you know, I'm pretty limited right now. But as you research, you're just getting more stuff, better stuff. I can already make, this is getting into the mod, because I can make big wooden power poles. These ones have, I think it's they have a longer reach. So my power poles, like if I put them out too far, like space, like this is the maximum distance they can be from each other. But a big power pole can go farther. I'm not sure if the radius is bigger. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm not gonna make it, but I think I've used them before, and I think they're bigger. The radius, I mean. Oh, let's go ahead and get copper. And I only have one drill. Let's make a couple more at least. How about 4 total? Copper is going to come from here. You know what? I'm just going to take these out. Like I said, in the beginning of the game, copper is not super important. And yeah, those were out of fuel, so I wasn't going to try to keep them alive or anything like that. It's just cut your losses, take it down. Might as well be practical with it. Oh, I wanted one more. That one's not going to get much, but whatever. Just going to take this right here. So I can actually put ghost tiles down as well. And like I said, oops, I didn't want to do that. No, stop. Did not want to do that. I don't know if you saw that, but when I have them like this, it can only go to one side of the belt. But if I take out this belt here, and I'll just do it once again for a demo. If I take this out, boom, now it just opened that up. And both lanes could fill. Now I need this other lane open so that I can bring in my copper ore. That's what this belt is going to be for up here. So let's just take it out for now. Let's do this. And now it's just going to the one side. Ta-da! And power. Let's just do something cool. Let's kind of have a little organization here. Oh, that was a bummer. I was hoping I could get somewhere like where they would both get power. Oh well. Win some, you lose most of them. My brother probably knows what that is. So I think for now... Oh, actually this is great. So now I already have all the... Look at that. All the irons is waiting. It's like waiting to be smelted. And unfortunately I don't have enough inserters to do this. Well, I do now if I just drop this one. Power pole here. That means I can get these all going. But of course, what's the point when, oops, hey, there we go. Finally ran out of power. So I'm not really surprised though, because with all those mines, they are using a lot of electricity. Like I said, they don't use a lot in the grand scheme of things, but just remember, we are only using... Oh, it's actually not because the steam engine ran out, it's because we ran out of coal. But I guarantee you this thing's at... Oh yeah, it is at maximum capacity. So if I go up here, now the satisfaction is not enough. So it's requesting more power than I can produce. This is 900 kilowatts. That's the maximum power that one of these can make. So first things first, let's make another one. In fact, I'm going to make 2 more and another boiler. Because we need it. And, okay, so I say I need it, but I mean, there's no harm in like future-proofing a little. So let's just scale up a little bit. And I'm going to space this out a little bit here. I go like this. Because obviously I have a lot of stuff to build still to make like that little starter base area. It's it's gonna take um, it's gonna take a lot of power. It probably will take more power than I can actually do here for now. Let's take half of this here. Well, no, I mean, I'm going to need to make more power than this eventually. That's a given. Ooh, I need iron plates. Look, lots of iron plates. Ta-da! Burner inserter. Hello, welcome to the stream. Now I have like a surplus of power. If only I could store that in a battery. Oh wait, you can. Not at this point, but eventually. Ooh. And you can just see like, now I'm running out of iron plates. And, oh, I could have taken these gear wheels too. Because I'm probably gonna take this down. There's no reason to have this anymore. Pick up all this stuff. And it's cool because like everything in this game is recyclable. Now that, you know, I've used it, I can use it over here without building another one. So, boom, just put it down. Of course I need power. Get some power poles. What's the easiest way to get this over here? That won't reach. I gotta go here, here. Oh, see, now I need power poles. It's always something. And iron plates. These will stockpile too. So if it can't put it down on the belt, it's gonna keep building up in this output. See, it's got 2 now. Ooh, thank goodness. Now I can get a whole bunch of these. Oops. Meant to put that in there. And power poles are ready. Oops, I was going over here. Now I'm ready to research. Oh yeah. I want military. I need a better gun. Because if it's going to come up pretty soon. I tried this yesterday. I actually tested the game with like these settings and these mods and everything. And it didn't take super long for the biters to come. So what happens, well, we'll see it when it gets there. So why don't we start by building up this side. I got plenty of inserters. I'm going to need to build more assemblers. Let's go ahead and lay the groundwork. Oh, I did build more assemblers. How come I don't remember doing that? I guess you click so much in this game that you just you forget. Did I make that? Was I done with this? No. Didn't I? Oh yeah, I could put some inserters over here. You know, it's just how it is. Do I want to wire this one up? Kind of. See, that one's not wired though. And now, oh no, I still have a little wood. That's all the wood. I'm gonna have to cut more trees down. And the more trees you cut down, so I said that trees they're not that effective against pollution. In the early game, they kind of help a little bit. They act as like a little buffer between you and the biters. But it's not going to make a huge difference if I cut a few down. I mean, if you just annihilate an entire forest, yeah, it's going to make a difference. But, you know, these little tree farms, like even this isn't very big. Kind of cool that I have wood so close by. Might as well gather some up really quick. And I probably should have started crafting some stuff. Let's just put some stuff in the queue. Gonna need a couple of these. Let's get more of these too. Yeah. Now I'm just getting crazy. Yeah, and there's just really weird derivatives in this game, like the power poles. Um, or I meant with the mod. So with the mod, I can make the big power poles now. Um, I can actually make, instead of a metal pipe, I can make a wooden pipe. So I didn't explain this, but these boilers require water and fuel. So that pump is pumping water directly from this little lake, and it won't run out. That's one thing I kind of was curious about when I first started playing the game. Um, this lake will never drain, which I think it'd be kind of cool if it did. But you know, you gotta suspend realism for a little while anyway. Suspend reality. So it'll go into this boiler, but it can also flow through the boiler itself. So this pipe right here, I crafted this. I probably did it fast and I didn't explain what I was doing, but I had to connect these two boilers with a pipe. I could put boilers in a row, but to have this set up like I do, I need to have power poles in between here, so I have to have one space and one pipe will fit in there. So a metal pipe takes one iron plate. You can make wood pipes, but it takes a copper plate. Now this is kind of weird though, because one copper plate makes 4 wood pipes, and you can mix wood and metal. There's no difference. They still work the same way. I don't think there's like a flow restriction or anything crazy like that. So you're using a different resource and you're getting more stuff out of it. So, and I mean, if you're using this mod, maybe you're producing a bunch of wood, so you're like, oh, I'm just gonna make wood pipes. And I've played this game where I pretty much made everything out of wood, like all the power poles and all the pipes were wood, just because I had that option. Let's go ahead and finish this out since I have all these done. And they're gonna need, oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the inserter to go there. Oh, I'm not making inserters, I'm making labs. It's alright, I can put some labs down. Yeah, these use electricity. Of course, that research takes a lot of electricity. 60 kilowatts, so I think that's less than a miner. A miner is 90, yeah. Yeah, and see, everything is getting backed up. One good thing, though, is that when things get backed up, they're not polluting anymore. So now all that coal, I was worried about that line being far out there. It's producing all that pollution. Yeah, there's still some residual pollution, but I don't think they might still actually be running. Maybe that's why. But when they're not running, they will not pollute. So yeah, if the biters like ate my power supply, and I'm freaking out like, oh, there's just gonna be more of them coming in. Well, they won't, because there's no more pollution. I mean, you'll still have the biters that are there to deal with, because they'll just eat forever. But yeah, you don't have to worry about aggroing more biters. This is pretty good so far. We have a good starter right now. I think so. How many of those labs did I make? Okay, I made 4 more. That's good. I can finish out this row. And oops. Pepper, you ruined my light. I need more iron plates. Oh, do I have any stockpile here? Not really. Not a lot. These also take gear wheels. These are electric inserters, so I was using burner inserters, but all these yellow ones take electricity, which they also take the gear wheels, iron plates, and those electronic circuits. And my research just finished. So there's a tree, if you're curious, like what this is going to unlock. Like I want to do like biofarm. This is where the mod comes in. So the effects up here, this tells you what you unlock. So for only 25 research, I can research seedling, raw wood, seeds. I can research the biofarm that you make wood in, the bio nursery where you make seeds and seedlings. The terraformer, which this is the one that will actually plant trees. It's cool. I really like it. It takes a long time. It takes a lot of resources, and like I said, the effect of like if you just wanted to make a forest for just to be cool, I mean, yeah, you could do it. So I guess if that's your thing, then sure, go ahead. Um, but I didn't actually end up using them very much. I think I was more concerned about like trying to figure out how all the fluids and everything worked with this mod, but that's pretty much that's pretty late in the game, or not really late, but that's like mid game. So there's probably okay. One thing I would like to do is the next level of automation. I feel like I'm jumping over some stuff though. Oh, I wanted to do the biofarm because that's only 25. But wow, I have tons of copper plates. I need to get rid of some of these. I have too much. Now I have less. Let's go ahead and craft some of these. I do need a bunch of inserters. That is a lot of stuff to handcraft. So, ooh, yeah, I don't have to make belts anymore. That's great. Because I can use these. Ta-da! Let's get this. That one's saying a fast inserter. Let's make one of those because they take more resources, take more electricity. Let's do automation 2 first because I want to start making. Can I make circuits? Ooh, I could make circuits actually without automation 2. Well, it's all right. It's going fast. Yeah, I have 6 assemblers, so it'll go fast. Plus I had some of these that were backing up, so they were stockpiling. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I effectively only have 3 because I completely forgot to do those inserters. Somebody should have told me in chat. Oh my gosh. They were not doing anything that whole time. Whoops. Oh, this is great now. I have automated belts, so I shouldn't have to handcraft these anymore. That's awesome. And my next goal is to handcraft the inserters. But that takes automation 2 because now I can make assembly machine level 2. These guys can use they can make things that take 4 ingredients, up to 4 ingredients, whereas the assembly machine 1 can only make things that take 2. Well, if you remember, the inserter takes iron plates, gear wheels, and those circuits, the green circuits. So that's 3. It wouldn't fit in assembly machine 1, but I'm going to go ahead and craft this assembly machine 2, put it right here. I'm going to need to make green circuits as well. Let's do steel next. But yeah, these could be assembler 1s. So I'll do 2 of those, I guess. I might as well just finish this off. That'll conclude the first part. Ooh, and I'm getting really close to green science. Awesome. Let's go ahead and put that level 2 assembler down. Boom. And get those inserters. I have enough to get this going. Nope, power poles. The most basic of all needs in this game. Power. The blueprint is asking me to do iron chests here. So this small wooden chest can only hold up to, how many is this? Like whatever, 16, I think. 16 slots of stuff. So like these little squares, this will hold 100 copper or whatever. This will only hold 16. Iron chest has 32, so it's double the space. The only problem is, like, I don't need that much stuff. In fact, I'm gonna cap this one. Well, I'm not gonna cap it yet. It'll come later. Steel is done. That's great. Let's just do. I like the long builder hand. That's. Oh, actually, you know what? Power armor is more important. Get a little defense. A little defense. Oh, meant to finish these guys. Haha. Do I have enough inserters? These guys are not building. Why? Oh, because they don't have green circuits. So it's like you have to have. You can't put the chicken before the egg. You know, you have to make. I had to make copper coil to make the green circuits to make the inserter. So, ta-da. And nothing's going to work here because I need more of this. One thing that I know that the green circuits need are iron plates. So, yeah, that's a bummer. So even if I had all this stuff ready to go, it wouldn't work. I'm going to pick up some of this stuff, though, because I need... Actually, I think I need iron plates more than anything. Wow, I don't have enough. That is a bummer. Do I have... I do have... I actually need more stone. Oh, this... I'm glad I didn't tear these down. I'm really glad... Excuse me. I'm glad I didn't take those out. Because I need all these... I need to make a whole bunch of inserters. Ooh, might as well make this. A little defensive armor for myself. That one takes steel. I can't make that one yet. And I can make a better gun. That's a good one. So it put the armor in there already. It gives me a little defense, like 10% against acid, 20% explosion, 20% physical. So, boom. And let's just make a few magazines just because. See, now I'm tempted to take these furnaces out because I need them in the base, but I'll just leave them for now because who knows, I could come back here and be like, oh, I needed iron plates. And there was a whole bunch. And now I got 300 coal. These guys need fuel. There. Do I have any stone that's like closer to my base? I don't. Yes. It's really weird to see all that oil. I did not expect to see that much oil. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. My tool just ran out. I can make... Yeah. Thank goodness I can make more. There we go. Before I do that, let's just go ahead and start crafting furnaces. Oh gosh, they're so fast, they'll be done by the time I get there anyway. So I need probably more than that. I think we'll be able to finish this starter base very soon. Still, I'm going to need a lot of inserters. So first things first, I should get these guys going so that, because they're going to put iron down on this side, and then this guy can start. Oh, I already had some in there. But anyway, yeah. These guys need to work too. There, that'll get a little bit of throughput. And why not make a couple? How many were there? Just one fast inserter? I'm going to make one fast inserter too. Just toss that in the mix. Stone walls, long. I don't think that's ever going to happen again. I hope I don't have to mine by hand. There's that fast inserter that really makes a difference. So let's see, it's only getting a little bit of iron. I need to make more of these guys. Okay. You guys got power? Next. Let's look at the pollution. Oh, there's a little spot right here that's kind of like a darker red. But you can see now, I think it's easier to see the edges now. And down here, I actually can't see how far that's going. That's kind of a problem. Because I can see my little square here. Like, I don't see any biters. They show up as like a bright red dot. And I don't see any. So where the pollution goes outside of that box, then I need to worry, because as soon as it gets to the biters, they will attack me. Like, it's just how the game works. Okay, all my inserters. Oh, not that one. And I made a bunch of these too. Still wasn't all of them. Well, these ones I'm not as concerned about. Let's just get those guys in there. Pepper. You wanted to be on YouTube? Oh, you're gonna be YouTube famous, Pepper. Cool. I do want to do this whole last row because iron is probably the most important resource when you first like begin building stuff. Trash lots, yeah. Sure. Okay, now all these need inserters. Do I have any yet? Yes, yes, I have some inserters. How many? What? 50? Did I seriously pick up 50 from there? I'm not complaining. I need, like, a lot. Those should be turned that way. That's weird that they were going the other way. Huh. Oh, I need one more power pole here. All right. I think we are, since I'm making inserters automated, I'm making automated belts. There's no reason why I can't start making green science. I guess there's still some red science that I need to finish up, so no hurry with that. But good to know that I'm kind of like getting there. I'm getting close. In case I want to stockpile any of these, I can do for green circuits and for inserters. That'll just save me like some handcrafting later. This last part is for grenades. I don't know if I'm going to get to that point yet. I think I can do this with... One thing that helps, so I mentioned that the assembler machine 2 can have up to 4 inputs, and assembler machine 1 can only have 2. Another thing that they do is they can craft faster. So a level 1 has a 50% crafting speed. That means that the time that you see here to craft something, like if I was going to make inserters, it's going to take half a second. That's really fast. Well, in a level 1 assembler, well, okay, that's bad example. Let's do belts. I can make belts in a half second. I can make 2 in a half second. But in a level 1 in assembler, I can only make 0.25. So like I can make, this is 1 per second, so I can make half a belt per second in a level 1 assembler. Since these are crafting speed 1, oh, 0.75, sorry. Yeah, it's only 0.75 versus 0.5, but it is an increase. It's a 25% increase, right? So what I did when I was testing this out earlier was I decided to just upgrade these because it does make things go a lot faster. Like the gears, I mean this one's actually dead, but if I could make these faster, then I could actually fill out all these labs and have like probably all of them working at the same time. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab all those circuits. I'm going to grab all these. Do I need gear wheels for the labs? I do. And belts. Since I'm not making green science yet, like I'm just going to like max out the red science for now. Let's do 2 of these. So that's 2 rows. Do I have enough for, I need 1 more. It looks like I need more iron. So this belt isn't getting all the way, or the iron ore is not getting all the way down to the end. I'm not worried about copper, obviously. But, yeah. Iron, I'm just going to go ahead and make more of those. And let's stop that one. Just 2 more of those. And once I have miners, ooh, look at that. I am already running out of electricity. And it's out. That, I guarantee you that's fuel. Because it was already dying, and then it just cut completely out. Oh, you know what? Why not just do this? Oops. Oh, I miscounted. Don't know why I thought I had another one. There we go. Let's turn this guy. There. I can still take almost 300 out of there. Yeah, I guarantee you that those boilers ran out of coal. Yep, everything's dead. So when I checked it, it was like almost dead. I think at this point, probably before we get this, I mean, I'll put this last row of labs down, but before I get the green science going, I absolutely have to do something about the coal to automate that. And I'm using coal right now for smelting, so that's a bummer. So if I guess if I need more miners, I need more miners. But I like everything, like the layout of this so far. But now I have to get that coal all the way over here because of the way I put the power. I mean, even if I would have put the power where it was, I still had to go like around my base. And maybe there's coal like on the other side of this map, like over here. And actually there is a tiny spot of coal, but that's not even worth getting. I mean, these 2 are small enough, but this is like, that's not going to last long at all. There's one way up here. That's too far. So I think our option is to bring this, we're going to have to make another belt that brings this coal all the way around this guy. Well, I have an idea. How I want to do this. I'm going to build, I'm going to show you how the underground works. I'm going to split this and go under the belt. So the way this belt works here is it splits off. It takes half a belt, and the other half goes on this one. Fine. I'm not going to disturb that. I'm going to put a splitter here though. And what that's going to do is it's going to give me now basically like 2 lanes coming off of here. Now if I put a belt here, that's going to mess everything up because now coal is going to go onto this belt and go around and be on both sides mixed in with iron ore. Let's not do that. Let's get this guy in here. Underground. Boom. Just like that. And now I have a split where this coal can go up down in this lane to fuel the furnaces for iron smelting, or over here, which is going to be to our coal power plant. Sweet. Okay, fluid handling is done. There's another red science. And I'm going to have to go from about here. Oh, look at that, I'm almost out of... Oh, no, I'm not out of belts. That's good. I'm going to speed this up here. Just take these. Oops. Oh, you can stay. A lot of people use electric inserters for these, but that's kind of dangerous because if they run out of power completely, like I've done twice already, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not the best player in this game, but if you run out of power, you have to manually load. You take all that coal and put it into the boilers. At least if I had a burner inserter, it would deplete the boiler first and keep a reserve fuel in those inserters. I think they can run out, but like I've never had it happen. It's probably just like the odds of that one running out first before the fuel in the burner, like it's or the boiler. It's just not gonna happen. Okay, these look like they're at about 50% performance. Okay, I am gonna need more miners, and I'm gonna need more. Probably gonna need more coal. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to or not. Let's go ahead and get some of these red science out of the way. Red research. And yes, that was math done live. Bad math. 0.75 crafting speed. Yeah, I thought it was 1 for some reason, and maybe it's the mod, because I think one of them. Of course, you can, with the in the game, of course you can upgrade. There's another assembler above that is crafting speed 1, and that's what I was thinking of for some reason. But yeah, that's not going to happen right away. That's going to be a while. We're just taking our time, learning the game. Even though it's not the 100% base game, this part is all base game stuff. At least that should take care of our coal supply. I think that'll be more than enough. Those smelters don't really use a lot. Oh, this was one thing I did want to do though, is at least add a couple miners, maybe more. Like I said, iron is the one that's going to run out first, usually. Wow, those guys went through fuel fast. Let's just load them up. I'm not ready to abandon these guys yet. I kind of like what they're doing. They're very hard workers. They've been with us since the beginning. It's got to count for something. Nostalgia. Yes. Look at that. We just like pretty much doubled our production of iron ore. Let's get some bullet shooting speed. Awesome. I'm really excited because I think the biters are going to come at any point now, and it's going to scare the crap out of me. We'll see. Those biters are going to just attack me, and I'm going to be like so far away. And by the time I get there, I'm going to have to replace like 4 miners and like 5 belts. Of course, it doesn't sound that bad, but just imagine if it was a really valuable resource. Like you can have a chest. I think if you or like a vehicle, if you have a car that's like full of stuff and they destroy it, all that stuff just goes all over the map. Like not all over the map, but like in a huge radius. It's I hope it happens to me, but I don't hope it happens to me. It's just kind of funny. Do I have enough? Just for completion's sake, I kind of want to do these. Oops. Let's do a couple more power poles. Where was it? It was here? Yes. And then one more. Just two more furnaces. Get a few more stone. Oh, yeah. See, look how dark it is. I don't know if you remember, though, but I did... Oh, we're getting into the green science. Yep. Yep. We are ready. I don't know why I'm researching shotgun shell damage. I don't actually use shotguns. I watch people play this game on YouTube sometimes too, and like I don't think I've ever seen anyone use a shotgun. Yep, and I was kind of saving this for some reason. I don't know why. But let's go ahead and add some lights. They're in the blueprint. I don't always make lights because it doesn't always bother me, but I know it helps on YouTube for sure. Like, it's like at night. I'm just looking at the screen and it doesn't look too bad, but who knows? Let's get those other lights in here while I'm waiting to craft. Let's see, there's one here, here. I see one here. And eventually we'll have that one over there. I was going to cancel that. Oh well. Not a problem. We'll get grenades. Yeah, we'll get grenades after we get military too. Which unlocks better bullets and grenades. Wow, that iron ore is still barely reaching the end. Not enough iron. You know what? I can certainly build more of those. Oh, I was gonna make power poles. More power poles. Where did I need power poles? Up here. Yep, one more. I was so close. Oh, I need to make 10 more labs. Oh, but you know what? Now, oh yeah, I have a nice stockpile of green circuits because those take so long to craft. And I'm going to grab these two. These don't take super long, but it's just going to save me time. See, 1, 2. And I only had to craft 26 gears. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Is this my last red research? Let's just do it anyway. All right. Oh, I got inserters stocked up in here. I might as well grab some belts too, huh? Oh. Forgot to put that one down. So, oh, I still need to do those. I'm gonna drop these inserters in. Oh, look at that. There's still a power pole. There we go. Cool. So, how many of those? 7 assembler machines. I kind of want to do the more advanced level one. Ooh, that power is getting low. Okay, well, that's cool. I can... Oh, I need stone for that. Oh, cool. There's stone right here. Convenient. let's build our power up. Very important. And we have completely researched everything that's red science. Done. And of course, that's only the beginning. Let's get another one of these guys, and I need one more burner inserter. Just increased our power again. You know what? Maybe I should do... Let's kind of help future-proof, right? Let's do one more. Let's do one more pipe in the middle. Right, because we need that space for the power pole here. Let's build this one here. We're going to need that. Cool. Got it. Got it. There, we just doubled our power. That feels great, doesn't it? Like, we just doubled our power capacity. Look at that. We're like barely touching that satisfaction level. Like, it's not even 50%. Now, maybe I just get excited about silly things. Let's go here. That's done. And that's done. Oops. I really want to upgrade everything. Yes. Like Tim Allen from Home Improvement. Let's make more power. It's great. Ooh, let me take some of those gears, huh? So it's funny that I'm doing that. I probably shouldn't. I should just go like drop these down. I'm gonna grab these and just finish that row. Oh, I can still do what I was planning on doing. This is gonna be epic. Wait. How did I miscount that? What? There's 7? Okay. I agree, it's a warm comfort. It's like when you're living on the edge, it's just, there's that anxiety that comes with that, right? Like, oh my gosh. That's kind of that's actually how I feel about my pollution right now. I have a little bit of anxiety from that. I shouldn't make light of that. It's a horrible thing, but yeah, it's okay. I'm a little scared that I have expanded my pollution beyond like what I can see. Who knows what biters are lurking out there waiting to attack. Well, hey, you know what? Why not use this green research for some grenades? Then we can finish the base. Like, totally finish it. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to get this thing done down here, and might as well get ready. Let's get ahead of ourselves. Oops. And then cover something up on the map that we weren't supposed to, right? There we go. Cool. Hey, actually, that is a good sign. I just noticed that the iron ore was backing up, so that means we have enough iron to fill up all of this input. And my research is already done. Like, that's the cool thing about all those labs. Yeah, who cares about pollution, right? That's funny. I care about pollution. I mean, I care about pollution on this planet because the aliens are going to attack me for polluting their planet, which, I mean, I don't blame them. It's kind of karma, isn't it? I had it coming. I want to get off this planet. They want me to get off this planet, but they don't have the intellect to communicate. You know, I can't just tell them, you know, I need to pollute you just so I can get out of here. They just don't understand. I'm a lowly engineer. Ta-da! Grenades. Yes. Double grenades. Now that's probably going to use up... I think the idea of having that at the end of that line was like, yeah, of course there's a reason not to pollute. I mean, you have to pollute anyway, so you just, I mean, basically what you try to do is minimize the area that your pollution goes into if you're not ready. So like right now, I'm not ready. I don't have any turrets set up to like defend me if I get attacked. So at some point, I mean, I'm pretty sure when I had this much of my base finished in my test game, I had biters that attacked me. So yeah, it could happen at any point in time. Should be fun. I'm just like impressed that I was able to get this done in 2 hours. 2 hours. Not bad. So, that's only green science. Eventually, there's black science, that's military science, to do really crazy things. There is blue science to do like technological things like robots. There's actually a lot of stuff you can do with green, including trains. Yeah. You know how I have to like walk around everywhere? I mean, I can do these like long belts, which it's not super long for a belt, but this whole area is not going to last me. I am limited in this area right now. I have to expand. In fact, the like only exploring this little area that I have right here, I mean, I don't even want to walk around that. It's just so big. But eventually, the idea with trains is that you can have, so those mining patches that are all over the place, these ones are pretty close to me. Like I can belt all of that stuff, maybe even this one at the top here, if I need the coal, which I might not. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I was thinking too. Like, why don't we do a little exploring? But I think before I do that, I'm going to get some ammunition for reasons. I wish I had some steel. I could make some stronger armor. And I actually did research steel, so wait, why isn't this running? Why aren't you running? Oh, mistake. Mistakes were made. I thought I had more power. Oh my gosh, I'm just like Tim the Toolman Taylor. At least it didn't blow up in my face. I didn't get injured. Alright, I've got some ammo. Let's check out this map. Let's see what else we got. Let's just start and just walk all the way around the edge. This is going to be so boring, I'm telling you. I mean, boring until I run into biters, and then it's going to be like, oh, so that's what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, I could have fashioned a couple of turrets to help me defend myself if I needed to. Maybe I still can. Ooh, I can. Oh. This is going to be fun. Never mind. This is going to be really fun. Look at this forest. Maybe I'll try to let this one live. I do like forests. I mean, it makes it... Oh, there's biters. There's alien biters. Oh my gosh. Look how close they were. Oh, okay, so here's the pollution. Here's where they are. So in this case, I mean, I remember in the beginning of the game I was talking about how the trees, like, they kind of help with pollution, but like it's not as efficient as the air purifiers, like the little parks I can build later on. Yeah, in this case, like, this actually isn't a lot of pollution, but it's the very edge. And it's probably doing a huge part to protect me from these biters. So thank you, trees. I would hug you in the game if it was possible. Tree hugger. Alright. So, should we attack the biters? We don't have any grenades, but... I think we can handle it. Oh, 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 they're aggroed, No! 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 Ah, that's not how I wanted to do it. Oh, I have to shoot you. Okay, bye. Yes, yes. Bring it on. Oh. Alright, so these things are called the biters. These things are called the spawners. They can only spawn so many so fast. Right now, this is still early in the game, so they're super weak. What happens is they evolve in the game. Like, they get bigger, faster, stronger. They do way more damage. And if you, like, that's kind of how the game keeps you engaged. That's how it keeps you on your toes, right? I did say I was a tree hugger. So, that's funny. Yeah. It gives you a purpose, like, to keep improving your military. Because, like, just imagine if I had, like, super powerful weapons and they're the same wimpy biters, wimpy spawners. These spawners still take a lot to kill, though. Look at this. I mean, I'm gonna do a little trick, though. I'm gonna drop down my little friend called the turret. Hey, he's still biting me. Oh no, he doesn't have fuel. Or, I mean, ammo. There you go. Boom. He's helping. Haha. Oh. Look at him go. I'll protect you. You just keep shooting the spawners. Yes. Look at, he's doing all the work. Oh, and I forgot to make repair packs. I'll make a couple of these to show you what they do. So, I can fix him up. I can use repair packs and fix him, but I can't fix myself. I just have to wait for my health to kind of recover. Look at it, let's do it. It's not attacking the spawner, though. It's not close enough. Let me put another one down. Put this guy in here and take some of my ammo and drop it in. Ta-da! I kind of like automated the destruction of this little nest. Yeah, feels bad. Not really. Cool thing is, I use the default settings, so I think they will not expand. Hold on a sec. I don't remember what the command was. Oh, since I brought that up, though, I was talking about, like, defending yourself against these biters. Wow, you guys are still awake? It's super late. Oh, here's some more biters. Ooh, these might be... I think I can handle it. Because I don't know if I aggro it, I don't know if it's going to aggro all of them. Let's find out. Wow, I don't have a lot of ammo, though. I kind of went through that ammo really fast. Let's just make all of it. So when you attack the biters, like, you want to attack the spawner. I mean, you have to attack the biters because they're going to keep attacking you, but eventually you need to get rid of the spawners because otherwise they'll just keep coming in waves. So you kill the one, like, your priority is to kill the biters first, like the ones that are around you, and then just get rid of those spawners. I don't know if I actually have enough ammo to take care of all of this. There's kind of a lot. There's a lot of biters. You know what? Too much talk, not enough killing. Let's get a couple of these guys. Just, I'm thinking I can use these to kind of be a fallback for me. So I'll go in and attack the spawner. Oh gosh, I really don't have a lot of ammo. This is kind of scary. Let's see what happens. Here they come. See, they also shoot a lot faster than I do, so that's helpful. I need to move them up. Yeah, because they're not protecting me here. Joop, joop. Oh, I really don't think I'm going to be able to keep up with this. Yeah, look at my ammunition just going bye-bye. So my goal is at least kill a couple of these spawners. That would be nice. I am running out, and I cannot leave these little biters. Oh, oh no, I ran out. Ah, leave me alone. Now I have no weapon. I'm literally hitting him with my axe. That's pretty bad. Oh no. Okay, leave me. Yes, leave me alone. I am dying. Oh my gosh. That was really close. Whew. I didn't think I was going to make it. I mean, I have like nothing else to protect me. That would have been really bad. I guess I could have made a wooden fence and fenced myself in. Maybe they would just eat through that eventually. What is that red dot? Well, okay, but I mean, you can see where my pollution goes, and it's not even close to those, so you know what? Maybe, yeah, I'm just going to go to the edge of where my pollution is, because why go out where I don't need to? How does it look? Oh, look, there's more iron. Is it a big one? Yeah, not really. Oh, 3.6 million. That's pretty good. It's actually pretty decent for like being close to the starter. The way the game also works is that as you go out, the resources become bigger and richer because your base starts out really small. You're not using many resources. You don't need a huge resource patch. But later in the game, when you start needing tons of fuel, tons of iron, like, I mean, thousands and thousands of iron, like, per second to build stuff, you need to go out and you need to use trains to bring those resources in. So, yeah. I just think that the goal for the rest of the night, I think it's getting kind of late, so, and I didn't take a break. I was going to take a break after an hour, but I think it was probably when we were like in the middle of building that starter base, like you just don't want to stop sometimes. Oh, this guy is right on the edge. And I just remembered like I did not get more ammo. Okay, it's only one spawner. I'm not like, well, I can't kill it no matter what. So let's just, ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. How come he didn't attack yet? That one is definitely in the pollution, or maybe they're just getting ready to attack. That's bad. I have to go back and get ammo. I'm gonna wrap this stream up in about 5 minutes, I think. I'll call it a night. I can always save this and come back right where I left off. Look at this. The coal is like just enough. Some of them aren't being used, but ooh, is this one 66? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I got a few minutes left. Like, let's go grab some ammo here. Now that's, ooh, that one's out. Yep, he's out. I could automate ammunition. I think at this point it wouldn't be too hard. What do I need for, oh, look at that. Those guys are already attacking me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at, this is what they're destroying. I just came back from there too. I just came back. Well, thank goodness I saw them. Oh my gosh, they just... Oh, wow, that was a huge attack. I didn't expect them to be that destructive. Isn't that what I said too? Like, you come back and they destroyed 4 miners? Yeah, they destroyed 4 miners. Can't we all just get along? I mean, I'm breathing the pollution too. I'm not complaining. Ta-da! Well, thankfully I had the stuff to rebuild. But of course it's polluting right now. Oh, ooh, you know what? I kind of want to like stop this. Something. No, I can't do that. Why would I do that? I have to get more ammo before I can. I thought I had enough, but that's not enough. Let us get more. This is just iron plates, so I could totally automate this, and I have an assembler. Let's do this quick. Oops. That's not quick. Sometimes when you do things quick, you make mistakes. And that was a perfect example. So let's grab this. I got a chest for it. And I'm going to build a ton of this stuff. Just build a bunch of it. Not that much, though. That's kind of insane. There we go. Looks like it can build faster than I can input iron. So I'll get 2 of them in there. Wow, it's still too slow. Okay. 1 fast inserter. How about that? Okay, there. Now it's not limited by the input speed. It's limited only by the time it takes to make. Yes, this is great. And you might think, like, okay, will you clear out all the biters? Ooh, what did I do? How did I do that? And when did I do that? I really don't remember doing that. Oops, I turned that one around too. You can turn belts like by hitting R, so maybe I hit R on accident. And let's get some more ammo. Yes, all the ammo. I think like 50, yeah, 50 ammo should be enough to take care of this mess. Just in time to end the stream. Good way to go out, you know, clean up the place a little bit. Look at this. They're already like building their next attack. Oh, dirty biters. All right. Da-da-da. Ah, I got too close. Too close. Okay, it's only 3 nests. That's 3 spawners. That's not too bad. But I'm going to need some help from my handy-dandy friends. The turrets. Let's just fill you up. What? Where are you going? Oh, no. Stop attacking me. Yes! Yes! We are victorious! Oh, I feel like that was good timing. Fix these guys up. Nice work. It's like having people play with you, like they're your backup, they're your wing guys. Sweet. All right. Well, I think that's a good time to wrap it up. I hope you all enjoyed it and learned something. We did a little math, so that was awesome. My amazing math skills. Yeah, we got our base. I think the goals, I should talk about that before we sign off, but the goals for this base, first of all, we need to protect it. So like around these mining outposts, I'd like to put like a radar. I didn't explain that yet, but we'll get into it next time. So like a radar on these outposts, some turrets to protect it, and then of course turrets in our main base. And then I'll feel more confident about increasing our, doing more of this research, because there's a lot we can still do. And I'm just going to start this one. I'm not going to finish it tonight, but yeah, I think we got a good start. And yep, Guardian turrets by your miners, absolutely. That's what I would say. And then like just a few randomly around here, around the power supply for sure to protect that. Since our miners are like isolated out here, we can do those. And then we'll have a little, we can start growing this more. We'll start adding to it. We'll start making like steel. That's a really important resource. And then we can build engines and eventually a car. And then we'll just keep going from there. There's still a lot to do in this game. This is only getting started. We got a really good start already in only 2 hours. Not bad. All right. Well, thanks for watching. and have a great night.